Tell me when you're ready. We're good? I thought today was a good day. I liked the competitiveness at practice. First day of installation and a few things, and we had some mistakes that we're going to have to clean up. But all in all, I thought the guys came out with a good purpose. I thought we got good work, some competitive drills, offense and defense, and I think the guys are really working. So we got some work in our kickoff coverage unit today. I thought guys responded well, looking at some new faces, and you'll make sure that we have the right personnel in the right places. And I think guys are taking ownership in that job and the opportunity that's in front of us on that, because we've got to be great in all those phases. Here this week, but. All in all, I thought it was a pretty good day. You got to come back with a great day tomorrow.
Coach, has any quarterback improved as much in season for you as what you've seen from Jordan this season?
That's part of the process of really every player. And I look back over the years, I've had quarterbacks that that they just embrace that challenge and that growth, and it shows up in different ways. Jordan had a lot of confidence. From what I'd seen in the spring, the work that he put in the summer, obviously fall camp, a lot of confidence in what he was going to do. There were some challenges there in the early part of the season that he faced, and just continued to work. And usually when you have that work ethic, that desire, and then you get to experience some of the success, you see those rapid steps. So I've seen growth at that position, throughout my career, throughout a season. I think Jordan is definitely doing an extraordinary job in what he's doing and how he's building, throughout this year as well. Yeah, Mackenzie's been a great addition to this football team. Obviously not only the player that he is, but the person, the teammate. He's constantly pushing himself. His job is to be ready when his number's called, and the urgency of what I'm seeing from him in regards to that, it's inspiring to others, but it also shows a standard of operation. And everybody should work to prepare to the elite level, and I think he's definitely doing that. And when his number's called, I expect him to be ready.
Do you sort of have a standard participation policy in terms of if guys can practice through the week, that they need to be able to participate in a certain portion of practice to be able to play on Saturdays, or does that differ based on who they are individually?
We have our things that are I would say necessary within the program that we need to see. That's something that we go into each week, and the time, the role, the experience, everything plays a part of it. He's doing well. He's actually participated, in more drills. Expanding that. I think we're getting closer. Sunday night was the most work that he had done. You came out today, and is continuing to get the conditioning aspect of it. He looks good moving. Making sure that the stamina to be able to go out there and play at the level that he wants to be able to play in, and the confidence. That's something we got to continue to build over these next few weeks. But excited about what I'm seeing. We still got some more work to do.
On Clemson's defense.
My first started with Jordan in terms of the decision making to keeping your hands off and things like that nature, how much he's progressed, and also handling the pressure. Things coming out of
Yeah, and that's playing quarterback in this system. There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of reads, pre-snap, post-snap, going through the progressions. I think Jordan sees the field, as good as probably any quarterback that I've had, and it's saying a lot. The studying that he does throughout the course of the week, how naturally he's able to see those pre-snap looks. A couple great run checks, throughout this season that I've been really just pleased with how the ownership he takes there. And then in the passing game, going through those progressions. When you have a quarterback that is as athletic as him, and the threat that he can be with his legs, sometimes those guys want to get out so quick. And really seeing him slow down and let the game come to him, going through those progressions, and that's going to be huge for his continued development. As he goes through the rest of this year and his career.
On Clemson's defense, Skowski, and he's been there for a long time, real productive player. Is he a guy you have to kind of be aware of where he is?
You see on film just the work and the investment that he makes. He is he's a coach on the field. I mean, he is out there. He's directing all the guys around him. He sets. It looks like he's setting all calls. There's adjustments that are made by formations. I mean, he's played a lot of football. I've been in this league for very long, but I mean, even when I wasn't, I mean, you knew who he was, he's a guy that's a great player, and definitely got a lot of respect for him. You got to be aware of him because he's gonna blitz. He's gonna there's times he'll be blitzing the A gap, and maybe the next play he's there as the deep third cover 3 safety. So I mean, the versatility of his game is very impressive. But a lot of respect for him.
The atmosphere that you'll play in, the louder, bigger stage your team's played in thus far. How do you prepare for that?
Well, I mean, it's something that we've been working to prepare for those type of environments since I got here, and even last year with limited stadium capacity. This year, just any opportunity that we can get to try to make things as measurable to communicate and as irritating to operate as we can. We try to do that. But we're fully aware as a staff that this will be the first time. North Carolina had its what it was, and I mean there were some times that it was really loud, but at the end of the day, this is we're expecting a very loud and very disruptive atmosphere that we're going to go play in. So the things that we can control is our focus, make sure that we're communicating the best way that we possibly can, and guys just have to can't get distracted by the outside influence, and I think they've done a nice job with that throughout practice. I think that's something that we'll continue to do throughout the week, and hopefully won't be too much of a concern by the time we get to game day.
It's probably a good problem to have, but it seems like DJ and LT have kind of come along, but you also have 2 other really good backs. How do you try to find them opportunities when
It's a great question. It's one that I've been fortunate throughout my career to have had multiple backs that have had they've been able to make that type of impact, and so you're able to create and find roles, but also you go through the course of a game, and you want to be able to give guys opportunities to be able to be fresh, to be able to play at the best of their ability, whether it's offensively, special teams, wherever they can make an impact. One of my favorite plays coming back off of the game on Saturday was watching DJ Williams cover on a punt, or cover on a kickoff. I'm sorry, the last kickoff. I mean, just a remarkable job with speed. Showed physicality. He was able to get in on a tackle. And that's where in that room, I mean, those guys, how they can impact on special teams. Something that we're continuing to explore even in our return games, trying to provide more opportunities for them to change the game. And those guys embrace that, and they also know that whenever they get out there on offense, they got to make it count. And but I think those guys are really coming along with LT and DJ, and I like the growth that I'm seeing.
Does it matter for both those guys getting a little healthier now, or more confident for them maybe coming out the way they are?
Yeah, I mean it's health plays a role in it, and and then confidence with DJ. Both, I mean DJ's a newcomer into the program. You obviously did have spring, but you could see just his overall understanding. You see the same thing with LT. Had his freshman year where it was very specific in the things we're asking him to do, and now kind of expanding that role. And you see him. You still have some young guy moments, but just that confidence is emerging where if there is a mistake made, that he understands what and why very quickly, and he's able to get it fixed. So excited about his future and what he brings. All right, thank you.